settle for a mediocre. That's never. I was on the court at 6 a.m. Hey, working on my jump shot with my pops. He said you gotta get right, get right, get right, get right, get it right now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Back with another live, and I think my camera's crooked. There we go. We have another artist spotlight. You already know the deal. You already know the drill. I'm bringing you today and tomorrow's rising talent first. So make sure you head over to my IGTV and check out the series. I've interviewed about, am I at 15 different artists, professionals, creatives at this point? It's crazy. But in the meantime, we're just hanging out and waiting for artist, producer, and songwriter MarcLo to join us. So hang tight. It's definitely going to be a good episode. Of course, you can watch all of these replays right here on Instagram. If you scroll over to my IGTV on the profile, or you can visit thebobbypin.com where the videos have been uploaded to my YouTube, and you can read articles to learn a little bit more about the artist as well. So let's go ahead and get into things. I'm serving morning after realness at this point, okay? I stepped out in these Houston streets last night, got acquainted. We went to a place. She said, "Can I sing while I cook?" That would be ideal. I would love for you to do that. But I went to a spot called Camp last night, and it was really cool. We had a good time. But I'm feeling it. I am feeling tired. I hope y'all are having a great weekend. Like I said, I am hanging on by a thread, but I am here, and I'm going to be grateful for good times had, even into the late night. Here's a funny fact. Okay, so last night I went to V Live also as like the after party move. And it was a whole shootout while we were there. And like, I didn't even know till the next morning. And somebody sent a screen grab of a news article. So like, it's wild in these Houston streets. It really is the Wild Wild West out here. It really is. But I'm grateful that, I wasn't placed in harm's way. And so far, it sounds like there were no fatalities. So, chill out, y'all. Chill out. Be patient. We are all going through this together. And with further ado, I introduce you to artist, producer, and songwriter MarcLo. Hey.
Yo, what up?
How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm great. That was perfect timing.
Yeah, I just heard a little bit of your story. I wasn't sure. I jumped in a little bit in the middle of it, but
things got real last night.
Oh my God.
Things got real. But I'm grateful that it didn't involve me. Me and the people
too.
I were with are fine, but that's crazy, man.
That is wild. Gotta stay safe out here, man.
No, really, man. And prayed up, truth be told. But we can get into that.
Absolutely. Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Yes. So MarcLo, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, and then of course we'll dig deeper in the interview, because you're serving me like Men in Black realness right now.
Oh man, I just came from outside. Let me derobe the eyes.
We can see him.
There we go. My name is MarcLo. I'm actually originally from South Florida. I moved to Los Angeles, California, probably like 2011. So I've been out here for some time, and I came out here to do music. It was always kind of my dream to live in LA, just because I've always been a fan of just like entertainment in general, whether it be
Hollywood.
I mean, just the acting side, and then there's the music side. So I was always drawn towards it, but I got the opportunity to come out here in 2011, so that's been a blessing. And I've been producing and writing music for myself and for others for practically since 2010, but professionally since 2012 and 13. So it's been a blessing to be able to do what I love for a living. And the most important thing about all this is that I'm an avid Heat fan. It's very important that
don't get it
knows.
Twisted.
They're very, very important. Everybody knows. We on our way to the championship right now. So shout out to the Heat, Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler. We out here.
Oh, okay. All the sports fans comment right now.
Exactly.
You know how you feel about that statement. MarcLo, tell me about you're part of a production team. So how did you link up with your partners for the Monsters and Strangers collective?
That's right. Yeah. I mean, we all kind of came up in the same area. We all went to high schools in the same kind of city down in South Florida, in Pembroke Pines and Miramar area. We didn't know each other. Two of the guys are actual brothers, so they knew each
Okay.
other forever. Yeah.
How many of you all is there?
It's five. It's five of us. Five
Okay.
of us in total. But we all kind of came up in the same area, and it's not like a huge collaborative writing scene, production scene back in Miami. At least when I was living there. So we kind of just came across each other. Our manager at the time kind of linked us up on a session, and then we got into the room together, and it was super organic, super easy to work with each other. So it was kind of like, you want to work tomorrow? And it was like, you want to work the next day? You want to work the next day? And then that turned into like an actual full partnership. We got ourselves a studio in South Beach, and that's where we kind of like honed our craft and perfected the art of songwriting and production on a commercial and professional level. And then we started taking trips to Atlanta and trying to collaborate outside of our market, and started taking trips to California and just expanding our network out there. And then that led to us actually just picking up and moving in 2011 to California. And that's when it kind of all really began,
Yes.
in terms of just like the professional side of things. So
Now,
it's been a journey.
nice. Now, I was trying to allow you some time to be modest, but here's where I'm about to big you all the way up. You have writing and production credits for Maroon 5, Chris Brown, Nick Jonas. The list goes on. So talk to me about creating these opportunities, how they feel, how they came about. Like, just give people a little bit of insight as to like, from it being a vision, an idea, a passion, to like you're realizing it.
Yeah. I mean, it's really just like, especially just like what I say in my song. I actually just put out a song, and I say like $1 million ideas on my desktop. So you got to write things down. I'm a firm believer you got to write things down and just like envision them before they happen. So it's just, I mean, honestly, it was work for artists who I had never heard of before, and then maybe I wasn't as interested in writing for, and then making, delivering on those things, and then expanding the network, and just like going towards my goals slowly but surely. And then it just landed in these rooms that I would have never even imagined that I'd be in. And like, i.e., like you said, like Maroon 5 or Nick Jonas.
Okay, with the plaques. Okay, with the plaques.
Oh yeah. It's a little vibe. So here, plug in my phone since we're doing the interview. So it's been a ride, man. It's definitely day by day, continuing on to this day, because I'm still expanding and still like growing, and it's so many things that I want to accomplish, and it's a day by day thing. I've been fortunate enough to just be in the room with some great people who I've learned from, and who I've taken a lot of tools and stuff and put them into my toolbox, and been able to expound upon that. You know what I mean? So it's been some great. I would say, you said Chris Brown. That was one of the best experiences that I had. Just seeing, just like to me, he's a living legend.
Yeah.
He's a living legend. Just his talent is just, nobody can match what he's been able to do. So yeah, it's been a ride, and I've learned so much, and I'm still growing so much, and I'm just excited for everything that's coming forward.
I'm excited for you as well. So talk to me about that. Talk to me about stepping out into the forefront and being a solo artist. How is that transition, and how's it been going so far?
Yeah, it's great, because it's crazy, because I guess that's where it all started. Before I knew that you could write and produce for other people, I was writing and producing for myself, just making music just from my heart, just in my room, just because I love music so much, and I just love the creativity of it. So it's been a process going from working on and mastering that craft of writing for other people, and then implementing all the things that I learned and picked up in the rooms, and putting that into my own artistry. That's been a big eye-opener, just to see how you can transfer all that knowledge into something that you can express from yourself. So it's been a process, because being a producer and a writer is completely different from being an artist. There's so many more things that you have to think about. Like, as a producer, you make the music and you put it into the hands of everybody else to market it and get it out to the world. But as the artist, it's on you to deliver everything to the world. And it's on you, especially when you're the artist and the label.
Yeah.
You're independent. You have to make sure that all of the boxes are checked. So it's been a big process. It's been a growth process for me, and I've been just appreciative of the journey. And I just feel like it's such a blessing to share like my music with the world. Like, that's my whole purpose of this whole thing. So it's been a great ride, and I'm just excited for what I have coming up next in the future too. Yeah.
So talk to me about your current single, Get Right. Okay. Yeah. It's available everywhere, guys.
Yeah.
Talk to me about its reception so far, and
yeah, man. people have given me such great feedback from it, and like people are adding it to their workout playlist, and the people are doing like dances and stuff too. It's crazy. It never gets old to me. It's like so good to see when they tag me and that kind of stuff. But it's just that's been such a dope one because I wrote that song actually just over 2 years ago, and some of the lyrics are like, I can see the future, I don't need a crystal ball, I had a premonition that we shall recover all. And it's like those words right now resonate more than they did at the moment that I wrote them. And it's just crazy that the concept of that just rings so true right now.
Yeah.
So I just find it like fulfilling, super fulfilling that people are finding like comfort in those words, and you know, everybody's receiving it really well. And I'm just hyped to put out this. I have a video coming out for it very soon. That's gonna be crazy. Super excited about that as well. So I'm excited about everything.
You're a visionary. That's awesome. So as a songwriter and an artist, talk to me about the responsibility that comes along with the messages, or the responsibility you feel comes along with the messages that you put in your music.
Yeah, I feel like there's a time and a place for everything, right? And everybody's not going to be in the place to receive all different types of messages at all different times. But I feel like as an artist, I feel like I have a responsibility to relay something that at least that has resonated with me to the world, right? So I think it's important that we realize what we're saying in our music, because music can get you ready to do so many things, right? I remember back in high school, not that I was involved in anything crazy like that, but people used to listen to some music. People used to listen to some music and go out and get that, like that'll get them ready to go, you know, maybe do some criminal activities, or maybe get them in the mood for like the bedroom, or maybe get them ready to go play some basketball. Like, I think it's like music is so much more powerful than people realize. You know what I mean? It's just it's a mixture between the frequencies and the melodies and the messaging, and all that combined really has a big effect on people who are either have their ears open. So I think it's important for me as an artist to deliver some light, deliver some comfort, and just a good time to people who are, you know, who need that, you know. And I'm one of those people who need it sometimes too. So that's why I make it, because I need that music as well. So I think it's important, the messaging that we give as creatives to the world, because people are listening, man, and people need to be lifted up, even if they don't know they do.
Yeah. I love that. Well, I'm looking forward to your debut album. That's coming out next month, October. Premonitions.
Yes, indeed.
What can we expect? Any features? Any guest producers? What's going on? What should we know?
I did this project largely by myself. I produced it, I wrote it, and I performed it. But the big part about it that I'm exceptionally proud of is I was able to call in some musicians, some very talented musicians and vocalists, to come and sing alongside me on this record. I have Juan Ariza playing guitar, crazy. I have Courtney Mickens singing vocals. I have Lavi on there singing vocals. My partner Coffee's on there singing vocals. Oh my gosh. Until then, ridiculous. So I'm just, and also on the artwork side of things, I got my boy Jamil to do the artwork. Every single song, every single single has a tarot card feature, artwork inspired by actual reading that I had somebody do when they listened through to the album. So
that is the most creative rollout I've ever heard. What? Man. Talk to me more about that. That's really interesting.
Well, what it was, you know, this whole project Premonitions is based on the future, and it's based on positive affirmations toward the future, right? Because the true meaning of, well, one of the first meaning, if you look it up in the dictionary, of premonitions is like seeing something in the future that's like not necessarily a good thing. Which I wanted to flip that on his head and see what it feels like coming out of that. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna come into obstacles no matter what. We're gonna come into hard times no matter what. So I wanted to make music, and this is 2 years ago, like not knowing anything about what's gonna go on, but I wanted to make music what it sounds like, what it feels like coming out of those hard times, whether it be like distance from a loved one, or coming out of, you know, not specifically saying it in the music, but losing something that, you know, is your well-being, like your way of making money for yourself. You know, this speaks to coming out of that, and just like knowing that that time will pass, and that you're going to see the other side of it and come out better for it. So you can expect on Premonitions messages that just inspire you to get to that place. You can expect like some nostalgic melodic tones and some nostalgic musicality in there. Definitely some production flexes because I got to.
Gotta show the chops.
you know, you know. But you can but most of all, what I'm most excited about too is just that you can put it on from the top, the first song that comes on all time high, all the way through the end, which is gonna be Until Then. And you don't have to pause it, you don't have to stop it or fast forward. You can listen all the way through. The transitions, I make sure that I spent my time and I make sure it's seamless. And I've been listening to it for 2 years and it feels like a classic to me. And that's all I can go off of. It's a question there. Yeah, so it feels classic. Expect some classic vibes there from Premonitions.
Looking forward to it. Again, that's dropping next month, guys, in October. So make sure you head over to his Spotify, his iTunes, or whatever. Follow him, and you'll be ready to pre-save or download on iTunes. All right. So again, 100%. You can visit thebobbypin.com. I'm gonna keep you updated on the release. So tap in.
100%.
We're gonna take a question from the floor. Miss Brittany Burton asks, "Who inspires you to embark on your music career?"
That's a good question because I could be here all day on the inspirations. I got so many. It's really true. But I guess some of my main inspirations are people who have been able to create music for themselves and to create music for others on the highest level. I would say Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder, people don't know, but Stevie Wonder wrote music for everybody. He wrote music for Michael Jackson. He wrote music for, the list goes so long. Ryan Tedder, Pharrell, Timbaland, wow. Neo, Carrie Hilson, all these artists, Smokey Robinson, all these artists who have been able to write music for others, but still have an artistry within themselves to be able to go and express that. So all those people inspire me greatly.
Incredible. What are 3 things your fans would be surprised to learn about you?
3 things my fans would be surprised to learn. We have a pretty close relationship, so they know a lot. But let's see, 3 things my fans would be surprised to know about me. I guess we'll start with number 1. Damn. All right, I'll go ahead and give. I'll give one.
Make it good.
Hey, what up, Lascelles? All right. Back in the day, I started in. I kind of mentioned it a little bit, but I started in theater. So it's always been my dream to start in acting. So I haven't really brought that side of my artistry out to the forefront yet. And I don't talk about it that often, but stay tuned.
You're like a quadruple, sextuple threat. You do.
Hey man, I just aspire to be great. Settle for a mediocre. That's a never. So
I'm still in that.
It's in Get Right. You can listen to it. What up, yo? That's my boy. Russell's in the building. So number two, surprised to know about me. I can still dunk.
Oh, you said still. Wait, we didn't even. I mean, you mentioned sports at the beginning, so I should have known, but I didn't know you played.
Oh yeah, I used to be on the Heat. I used to play for the Heat for 2 seasons.
Okay.
Two seasons. When LeBron James. Did you watch the 2013 season?
Maybe.
I was all up.
I'm not really
season.
a sports girl.
I was all up in that season. I'm just trolling with you right now. I play high school basketball. That was about it.
Right. Britton's you're a baller. What? I'm that definitely should have been in his bio.
No. I wish.
You had me.
I still got hoop dreams. But as a person who does music and sits in the studio all day, I can still get up there and dunk. Okay. I wouldn't be like J. Cole if I was in the NBA dunk contest. I would actually make the dunk. I would actually do it. So,
okay. We're going to have to put you to the challenge. We're going to have to go live again and show the people.
Holla at me. I'm ready. I got the sneaks in the trunk. We ready.
Stay live.
I guess there's a third one.
Yes.
Third one. Oh, man. What don't you guys know? I guess musically, I played. You know that. And this is such a tough question. This always gets me every single time.
You're doing great. The first 2 were really good. So.
All right, thank you.
You just got one more.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Wasn't okay. I was prom king.
Okay,
in high school. I was
Mr.
prom king.
Popular, Mr.
I
Congeniality.
don't even know if I was that popular, but I just ended up being prom king somehow.
Don't people have to vote for you to win that?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
You might humble. Okay, I see you. I see you. So I want to put you on the spot. Can we get you to give us a little diddly, a little tune,
A diddly do?
please?
Oh man, all right, I might have to go to the piano.
Ooh, we get the instrumentation as well.
Might
See,
as well.
you
Might as
gotta
well.
ask for what you want.
Might as well, right? Since we're here.
Yes. Raise the roof.
Here. Raise it.
Sorry, I've been watching Sister Sister and Moesha on Netflix, so I'm real
Hey,
90s right now.
Look at Trey. He's like, yes, you are Negro. Oh, man. What is that? Woke up this morning, I'm so blessed. $1 million items on my desktop. I ain't spending time on nothing else. I feel like my rollie cause I can't stop. No, can't stop, won't stop, not stop, no I can't. Settle for a mediocre, that's never. I was on the court at 6 a.m. Hey, working on my jump shot with my pops. He said you gotta get right, get right, get right, get right, get it right now, get right, get right. Ooh, ooh. Right now was the first time and the last time that we ever gonna get right. Right now was the first time and the last time, so you might as well get it, get right. Get right, get right, get right, get right, get right. Hey, hey, right now is the first time and the last time that we ever gonna get right now. There we go.
Oh, that was so fire.
A little broken down version. A little broken down
I'm
version.
honored. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's his current single, Get Right, is out right now. Go run the streams up. I feel like that's a good song to like start your day to. Like,
absolutely,
you can set your intentions and just feel good about getting it right.
That's it. You're right. Appreciate you having me on here today.
No doubt. You were a pleasure. I definitely look forward to keeping in touch and continuing to support you when the album drops. Maybe we can do this again.
Absolutely. I'd love to.
So guys, make sure you go follow him at The Real MarcLo. And of course, you can catch the replay if you're just tuning in. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend, okay? We over here talking to today's and tomorrow's stars right now. So tap in while you can. Until next time, I'm Bobby Penn.
Yee.